It's time once again to tell a story for as long as the sand falls. Up high in the mountains there lived a goat that wore a kilt, a goat that stood up upon its hind legs. Now, many a goat has stood up on its hind legs. They have somewhat of a habit of doing such strange things just for fun. But this goat was particularly well versed in standing on his hind legs. He did it all the time, in fact. He did it when he was moving about the mountain, looking for food to eat, and he did it whenever he was caber tossing, which was his favourite pastime, though sometimes it took him a little while to collect the cabers that had fallen off the mountain cliffs. So, as usual, this goat was moving about on his hind legs in the mountain, when up from below there came a brigand, a disreputable kind of man. He had heard tell that there was treasure upon the mountain, and, though much afraid at first of the appearance of the kilt-wearing, hind-leg walking goat, he did sidle near to it and asked, "Tell me, goat man, do you know where the treasure of the mountain is?" Now, this goat also had another curious thing about it. It was given not to making any other strange goaty noises that goats make, but had an especial fondness for making this kind of sound. Nawhbyraeh! So, in response to the brigand's question, what did he say but Nawhbyraeh? The brigand did not find this particularly useful, of course. So, thinking on the matter, he pulled out from his coat a vegetable that he'd been keeping for later consumption. The goat, of course, was more than happy to eat this spoil, but, of course, all that came from the goat's mouth was Nawhbyraeh! So, darkness began to come to the mountain, and the brigand could not find any treasure and had to leave for fear of the mountain at dark. The goat, of course, stayed there. The next day, another person came up the mountain. This time, it was not so disreputable of a character. Rather, it was a wizened, emaciated mystic of the plains. He came to the goat and said, "I have heard much that there is a goat wise amongst his kin, walking as man does upon this mountain. So I came here, asking for your wisdom." The goat looked the mystic square in the eye, and then, of course, replied as he usually did, "Nawhbyraeh!" The mystic nodded sagely, and as to what he understood from that cry, who knows? But he went back down the mountain regardless. On that occasion, the goat received no tribute of vegetable.